Turning now to the business of sports. Stephen Ross is the founder and owner of real estate development firm Related Companies. He also is the majority owner of the Miami Dolphins, having paid more than $1 billion for that franchise. Bloomberg contributing editor Rick Horrow joins us from Florida with more on one of the NFL's newest owners. Rick, cool billion will get you a team.
Billion here, billion there. Then you're starting to talk about serious money, as we all know. Stephen Ross, an avid sports fan, tried to buy the Jets pretty early on in his life as well. Mega developer, obviously, Time Warner Center, Related Companies. Full-time New Yorker, part-time Miamian, and absolutely committed to the Miami Dolphins. I caught up with him last week to talk about business and football and life.
As a kid, as I said, you always, and I think most men, they always dream of owning an NFL team. And the opportunity of the Dolphins came up, having grown up in Miami, having a home in Miami, and really regarding it as my home, even though I live in New York. And while I moved here, from somewhere else, I look at myself as really being a New Yorker. It was an opportunity that I thought, you live life once, you might as well take advantage of it.
And most people may not know that you worked on attempting to buy the Jets. Woody Johnson outbid you on that. Is that the best deal you never made?
I can't say that. I certainly owning the Jets would have been a big thing. I mean, it's more exciting owning the Dolphins, certainly, in your hometown where you're from, and going to Florida to getting out of New York in the cold weather is not a bad thing.
Compare the business similarities and differences between running Related Companies and running the Miami Dolphins.
Well, I mean, everything, what we do look to be best in class, and I think it's a lot of the things are the same in terms of building an organization. It's really about the people and hiring the best and brightest people and not really micromanaging them is kind of my business philosophy, and also not doing what everybody else is doing. So I think, I wanted to really apply to what I've learned in real estate and building other companies that we've been involved with, and applying that in the sports area, which I have a passion for. From that standpoint. But what goes on in the field, and as a fan, I mean, you learn an awful lot when you own a team, because primarily I'm a fan, and I look at it just like a fan would. And but then finding out once you own a team, you can't really too much, to think of, oh my God, as a fan, fire the coach, get a new coordinator, or get rid of that player. I mean, it's not that easy, number one, and you don't know all the reasons why something went wrong. And when you own a team, you find out why they went wrong, and it's not necessarily the coach, it's not necessarily the coordinator or something like that.
And every fan has an opinion, whether the fan happens to be the majority owner of the team or not. Every fan has an opinion.
Well, they have an opinion, but we were fortunate enough to have Bill Parcells, and who brought in Jeff Ireland and Tony Sperano. And one thing I learned is that football is totally different than business. And if you look at those teams that have really been great over a long period of time, is which we want to be in Miami, because we have a history of that in Miami, that you allow the football decisions to be made by football people, and not having the owner kind of interfere with that. And that's kind of my philosophy. Have the best people doing it, and don't interfere with them.
Hey, Julie, he's got a really neat approach to life and entertainment. Statistically, a team loses and wins every game. 17.5 million people go to the games every year. So he focuses on entertainment. Serena Williams, Venus Williams, J-Lo. He's got the celebrities. As important, he's got a device called Fan Vision, instant replay, statistics, everything you want on that device. It opens up a new dimension for people that go. $199 kind of holiday special. People can buy one, fanvision.com. He's brought a new meaning to the term entertainment in the NFL.